Most Americans are in favor of laws protecting the LGBT community, study shows but overall support. Nearly 7 in 10 Americans want to see laws protecting the LGBT population from discrimination, but a larger trend shows a decline in overall support. Results from a released by the Public Religion Research Institute (PRRI) Tuesday shows that 69% of Americans favor legislation to increase protections against LGBT discrimination in 3 areas: workplace, housing, and public spaces. Support is seen across party lines, ideologies, and religious affiliations but other outcomes are less promising. Researchers with PRRI, which is a non-profit organization that researches the intersection of religion, culture, and public policy, asked participants the same question in 2015, 2017, and 2018. Do you strongly favor, B favor, C oppose, or D strongly oppose laws that would protect gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender people against discrimination in jobs, public accommodations, and housing? The percentage of those in favor dropped from 71% in 2015, to 70% in 2017, to 69% in 2018. The change among discrimination is a real and persistent problem for LGBTQ Americans, the Human Rights Campaign (HRC) said in a statement, noting that nearly 2/3 of self-identified LGBTQ Americans report experiencing some form of discrimination. Currently, when House Speaker Nancy Pelosi returned to her position of presiding officer of the U.S. in early January, she to bring the Equality Act to the floor for a vote. The bill was finally introduced Wednesday, and it counts with bipartisan support, Pelosi said. HRC President Chad Griffin is hopeful about its passing. Now that Congress
Raindrop, drip, drop.